Hey, what's up guys, this is Dave from NetcodeGuides.com. We're going to be doing a demo review for Gambler here. And you actually do a really good job this round, except for one part, you just don't hit the shots. This is good. Playing around this angle, taking these shots is good. You just need to hit the headshot. Falling back, throwing this flash, you threw the flash a little bit poorly, but you still threw it nonetheless. You just got to hit these shots. That's really all it comes down to. Okay? Now this is where you kind of falter a little bit. When you run to pit here, there's no sense in you running to pit here. You should have just looked towards cat and you should have called for teammate support. Running towards pit here, you could have easily died to that guy at blue bin. And that's really the only problem I have with what you did this round, besides just not hitting your shots. Like the way you played that positionally at the corner, with peeking in and out, with throwing the flashes, is good. It could have been more fluid, and you should have hit more shots. But the actual, you know, thought process behind it was good. The execution was just very lacking because you weren't hitting the shots. So this was really good too, but the only thing that I'm struggling to understand is why you moved to show yourself. Had you not showed yourself, I don't even think these guys knew you were there. You would have killed that guy, you would have killed that guy. I think you would have killed... I think you would have at least stayed alive and maybe killed more. I'm just not sure why you started to expose yourself when you started shooting. So definitely work on that. I'm sure that was just a panic type thing. You didn't really know how to react. You haven't been in that situation enough to react properly. But yeah, had you just crouched there and stood still, you probably would have been able to kill more, or at least stayed alive and gotten a gun and boosted your economy. Again, this round right here, you have the right idea. You come along, you see that it's clear, your teammate's set up in pit, you go back towards CT. Your timing was a little off because you stayed at car too long. You should have been in CT spawn already. But you do get to CT spawn, and you pull out your gun, and this right here should be a kill. That guy's reloading, he's re-peeking you. And then when you throw this nade, you should have just thrown it over the box. I don't really know why you repositioned yourself, but you did, and you would have gotten that guy with 18 health. Right here, this guy's going to drop on you, cat, so you got to be a little bit more aware of that. That can happen because your teammate did rotate with you. But the execution just wasn't there. The thought process was there. Okay, I should nade over here, but instead you started to peek when you were nading. He could have killed you while you were peeking with your nade, instead of you throwing it over the box where you're completely safe. And then you just didn't hit your shots. So you really just got to work on hitting your shots. From what I'm seeing right now, had you just had better aim, to be honest, instead of 6 kills, you'd be at about 12, you know, maybe 13 or something like that, and you would be doing a lot better, and your team probably wouldn't have even lost a round so far. When you peek this here, you should definitely crouch peek into them. You'll really only show like a little bit of your arm and your shoulder. Instead, you just straight peek and you stop. Had you just crouch peeked, I think you probably would have definitely killed that guy, or at least done like 80 damage and made him fall back. What I mean by crouch peeking is going like this. And I think you probably would have gotten the kill. What you did was you just came out like that. See the difference? When you do it, his crosshair is going to always be just sitting at your head, because he's sitting like this. The way I did it, my head would be like over here, and my body would show, and I'd basically just appear on his screen and purify him. So try to crouch peek that angle. Alright, Gambler, well, I'm done with that demo. I mean, as far as things you need to work at, your positioning is pretty decent. I mean, you have a decent awareness of where people are on the map and things like that, and where to put your crosshair and where people are going to be. You just have a lack of execution. Obviously you went 35 and 13, but that's because the people you're playing against, your rank is definitely like 2 to 3 ranks higher than them, or you should be 2 to 3 ranks higher at least. But yeah, your execution and your aim is far worse than your positioning and things like that. So you definitely just need to start deathmatching more, basically, and getting your aim better, because your aim is not fluid whatsoever compared to where your crosshair is. Like, even though you had 35 kills, you should have had 44, 45, 50, something like that, and your team should have won a lot easier, and you should have been able to completely dominate that game had you had better aim. Okay, because there was a lot of times where the guy should have killed you, you should have gotten a kill easier and things like that, but you just weren't able to because your aim's not nearly as on par with where you're looking in your positioning and things like that. And it doesn't matter how good you are awareness-wise and things like that, you're never going to get past a certain skill level if you can't just kill people and you can't execute on your thought process, basically. Okay? This has been Dave from NetcodeGuides.com. Thank you for watching. Peace out.